Hi, so today I'm having a look at this riff, iconic riff, played by Mick Ronson on David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust. Now I think that most people learn this the wrong way. I'm not saying everyone plays this wrong, even if that's what the title maybe says. But certainly I until recently I didn't realise how it was originally played. And most people play it, if I just get a slightly cleaner sound just for the moment, most people play it down here. Which makes perfect sense because to have that D chord there, because the first chord is definitely this G sort of power chord here, and then after the D chord and the little riff, the other chords are definitely here. So it makes perfect sense to do that. But if you watch Mick Ronson playing this, and if you listen really carefully on the record, you can hear that he's not playing it there. He's up here. Now they're the same notes. If I play this D chord and then go to 7th fret and play the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, same notes. It's a fuller, thicker tone when you're here compared to here on different strings, different part of the neck. So anyway, the actual riff, it's a G power chord, but not the standard power chord like that, but this shape instead. It's kind of like the AC/DC sort of G chord really. What we want to do is put your 3rd finger on the 2nd string at 3rd fret, touch the 1st string just to mute it, which is hard not to do, so that's quite easy. And then you have your 2nd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, and touch the 5th string to mute that. And then the middle two here are open. So we've got 3 muted, open, open, 3 muted, like this. And there's one of those. Stop the strings ringing like that. So. Then jump up to here, 1st finger, 7th fret, half bar, across 4 strings, and we're only going to be using the 2nd, 3rd and 4th strings. So you strum those 3 like that, whilst it's ringing, add your 2nd finger onto the 8 on the 2nd string, pick that note, take that finger away and pick the same string. Put the finger back on, pick it, take your finger away, pick that note, and then play the 3rd string. So that was. Now at this point, I just want to mention that the beginning of this song, he plays this riff 4 times, and firstly there's 2 guitars, he's double tracked it, so there's 2 guitars, one in the right speaker, one in the left. And they're not quite playing the same thing, they're playing nearly the same thing. And also, he doesn't play exactly the same thing 4 times. Each one's slightly different. I don't think that would have been intentional, it's just how it came out. So what I'm showing you today is kind of the basic pattern that he's going for, but he's not necessarily hitting exactly these notes in this order every time. As I said, it's different each time. I've got a feeling the 3rd of the 4 sequences is exactly this. Okay, so we've got the G power chord, stop, up to the 7th fret with the 1st finger, strum the 4th, 3rd and 2nd, play the 8, 7, 8, 7, then 3rd string. We come down to here, so the shape we did first was that. It's exactly the same shape, but the 2nd finger is on the 5th string instead of the 6th, so now it's just muting the 4th string. 3rd finger is where it was before. And then we pick 5th, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, like this. And then 2nd and 3rd again. So and then take the 2nd finger away and put your 1st finger on, so it's a fret lower, 2nd fret. Do the same thing here. Take your 1st finger away, so now that 5th string's open, and just play 5, 2, 3. So that was. And from there, it repeats, so you go back to the 1st chord, so this finger stays where it is. Okay, so I'll play the whole thing really slowly with the cleaner sound. as I said, this part in particular, it is varied. Each time he plays it, it's slightly different. But I don't think it was a thing he did on purpose. Okay, I'll just play it once more with a heavier sound. Okay, so that's the Ziggy Stardust riff. If you want to know the rest of the song, then put in the comments and I can do another lesson on that. Okay, thanks for watching. Please click like if you like this one and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.